So for those that are just starting off and have not played Palworld yet, I would suggest to do this. If I played through the game like this, I think I would have had more fun. This is one of those, if you play the game, you can play the game the way you want to. These settings are in there for a reason. So I'm going to tell you guys some really cool settings so you guys have some insight of what you can do for your experience. But there's settings that like help your stamina out, makes it to where your base doesn't take any damage, makes it to where your pals don't get as hungry, makes it to where your capture rate can be whatever you want. So I'm gonna get through this. I'm also gonna post this, so if you guys found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and follow for more if you're on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. So if you want your daytime and nighttime cycle to go very quickly, put it down to 0.5. It'll be there for like maybe 5 minutes if you work through the night instead of like, what is it, like 10 or 15 when you have no settings. So you can do that with a day and nighttime. And the XP rate, I have mine at 16. I am throttling the crap out of my experience. I just did it at level 41, but when you get higher up in level, it's a lot harder to level up with the things you've been doing to level up. So if you guys want to enhance your experience, you can also throttle your experience so you get massive amount of chunks of XP out of everything. And then you can use if you want your capture rate to go up and down, that's up to you. And then we got the PAL appearance rate. This is fun. You can get 2 bosses at the same time, so double experience as long as you have a PAL out there to help you fight it. So damage from PAL's multiplier. That means if you want to be like a Dark Souls player, you can toggle it all the way to the right to 10 or 5. I haven't gone up because I'm trying to keep it at this level. The PALs will do less damage to you the lower the number. And then to the PAL hunger depletion rate. If you have this on a high setting, your pals will get hungry more often. Hey! And then we got the PAL stamina reduction rate. So if you're running around and pressing in B or whatever you're doing, keyboard or controller, you can make it to where if you're on a mount or if you're running around and you're like, you know, getting ready and like somersaulting or just running and rushing, your stamina will not deplete as quickly. The PAL auto health generation rate, that just makes your pals get more health quickly, you know how yours generates over time. Same for player and PAL. And then PAL sleep health regeneration rate. If they're sleeping, I don't really do anything with this setting because like my pals just stay healthy because I don't have raids on. You can also turn raids off. Damage from player multiplier, I don't have to worry about that because I'm not playing multiplayer. So player hunger depletion rate is basically how often you get hungry. Items go for that. And the player stamina reduction rate, that's for the player just running around and doing stuff. The player auto health generation rate, obviously, like I said before, it's just like the PAL regeneration rate, but it's a player. And then the player sleep regeneration rate, how often you're sleeping. Damage to structure multiplier. I don't worry about this because I have structure deterioration rate at 0. If you guys don't like raids, if you guys don't like a burning base or something like that, I've seen many videos of it, just turn that to 0. You won't have to worry about it ever again. Heck yeah, dude. Sounds good, guys. Welcome in. I'll get more into talking to you guys once I get through this. Maximum number of items in a world. So that really just depends on what you want. I have it on 3,000. Basically, just, I guess I've never really had this setting really impair my playthrough. It's just there. So I do what you will with that. I just have it on 3,000. That's the default one it was on when I started the game. Gatherable item multiplier, I have this at 3 because every time you do gatherable things like cloth and ore and stuff like that, a drop, you'll get more drops. And then the gatherable objects health multiplier, that I don't even mess with. Like I said, that's on the same one. Gather objects respawn interval, I left that one alone as well. Dropped items multiplier, that's good for if you're like getting drops from enemies, you'll get higher amounts of drops. So go from like 4 PAL oils to about 17. It's crazy. And I'm gonna post this so people can see this when the game officially comes out in February. You guys have these settings that can do that. Okay, this is good too. You can have your incubation rate all the way up to like ridiculous amount of hours. I have 1 hour for the max interval for my egg. And then right there, turn off raids. Raids are not on. Death penalty, this is a huge one. You see how it says drop all items? drop all items, draw all items in pals. That's try hard shit. If you just want to do a passive run through on your own world, turn on no drops, because you won't lose anything. You won't have to rush and scurry back before it's nighttime. Trust me, just turn it off. And then the max number of guilds, I don't mess with this one either. This one's good because you can have up to 20 pals at your base, and that's it. So if you enjoyed this, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, and follow for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in Palworld.